Breaking tonight, serious new questions over whether Hillary Clinton's unprecedented email setup as Secretary of State is in violation of the law. As the nation's top diplomat, Clinton's believed to be the first person in her position to use a private email server kept in her home. 2 years later, Mrs. Clinton returned some documents to the State Department and deleted the rest. The agency is releasing her emails to the public, and in the latest batch, we're finding dozens of what appear to be classified documents. That's raising new concerns. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge in Washington.
Shannon, if you do a search through the more than 1,300 documents dropped today using a code for classified information, you'll find 37. This after the intelligence community's watchdog concluded there are potentially hundreds of classified documents on Clinton's personal server, like this one between aide Huma Abedin and then Secretary of State Clinton. Briefing her in advance of a call with Abbas, we believe that to be the Palestinian leader, and all of the details are wiped. Classified emails on Hillary Clinton's personal server and the backup copy on a thumb drive held by her lawyer, David Kendall, may in fact be a violation of 18 U.S. Code 1924, governing the unlawful removal and storage of classified information.
In most situations like this, you would expect that a warrant would be issued and the marshals or the feds, FBI, somebody would go and get that thumb drive and take it somewhere where it would be considered safe by the government.
Court documents filed in the prosecution of former CIA Director David Petraeus strongly suggest a double standard. The retired general was prosecuted for the unauthorized removal, sharing, and storage of classified information held at his home. Quote, the FBI executed a court-authorized search warrant at the Petraeus residence and seized the black books from an unlocked desk drawer in the first-floor study of the Petraeus residence. Asked whether she would take action to secure the material, the Attorney General Loretta Lynch was non-committal today, saying the matter is still under review.
The inspectors general for the State Department and at least one other IG are reviewing how material was handled. We will review it as we review all referrals to us and take whatever steps are appropriate, if any, at the appropriate time.
Fox News has also learned that classified emails on Mrs. Clinton's personal server contained information from as many as 5 intelligence agencies. Shannon?
Catherine, thank you so much. All right, here now on the possible political fallout for Mrs. Clinton, Fox News digital politics editor Chris Stirewalt spending his Friday night with us on the Kelly File. Hey, Chris.
Team Brain, glad to be here.
Listen, today was a busy day. We got a truckload of information from the Clinton camp.
Well, yeah. Look, first we have evidence, further evidence, that Hillary Clinton is selling Democrats a pig and a poke. That she said, oh, there was no classified information. Oh, there was some classified information. Ha ha, psych. And what it reveals to Democrats as they see their probably prohibitive frontrunner was not honest with them, did not tell them, did not disclose the extent of the liabilities in her email scandal with the homebrew server and all that stuff. And it was going to be cauterized. The other evidence was destroyed. You will not get the server. This hurts, but it's going to be gone. Now we see the drip, 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 constant. Oh, well, maybe we weren't on the level about that, and maybe there's still a thumb drive, and sorry about that other thing. So Democrats continue to have sort of salt rubbed in this wound, and it's no fun.
Okay, but today we also got, in addition to the emails, which we're still parsing through, and there are all kinds of, I mean, if you get an email that's almost completely redacted so you can't read any of it and it's identified as potentially classified, you got to wonder if there was some concern about that information. But we also got income and tax documents for over the last 8 years. And listen, this is America. The Clintons have done a good job. You know, I don't fault them for that, but it's hard to rail against the 1% when, you know, based on the records that we got today.
Let me put a little finer point on it. Yeah, she did. She put out not her health records, but a letter, for a doctor's note, basically, that said she's got a glandular issue, but she's basically healthy and she'll be fine to be president. I don't know if that'll pass long term, but that's what she's offering. On the other hand, though, holy crokinole, they made more than 140 million American dollars from 2007 till today. You put that together with their haul from 2000 when they left the White House, we're talking about $250 million. That is an enormous sum. And you know what they did to get it? They just had to be themselves. They gave speeches, they wrote books, they were famous, they were influential. She was powerful. She was a senator. She was the Secretary of State. He was flying around on 747s and having a big time. But all they had to do was be themselves, and people gave them all this money. Now, she says that money didn't affect the way she did her job, won't affect the way she did it as president. But $250 million for just being famous? Holy crocono.
Listen, you and I keep this up. We're going to have to put little Southern subtitles on here so that people know what we're talking about when you say pig and a poke, and we say things like bless her heart. We'll subtitle, and we'll fix that later. But let me ask you, do you think because of that amount of money that she's made, and I don't fault anybody in America for being able to do that, but do you think that's why Bernie Sanders is gaining momentum with kind of the further left to populist kind of feel?
I think it's not because of necessarily they don't like her having money. I think it's because they don't trust her and they think that she will burn them bad once she gets to the general election. She is, in many ways, the Democrats' Romney. She is this mega rich person. She has got the out of touch problem. She's got trust problems with the base, and she's going to slog on to nomination, and then she's going to have a Democratic base that looks at her and says, no way, sister.
Yeah, but a lot of those people aren't going to cross over and vote for, you know, one of the guys on the other side. All
the Republicans need them to do is exactly what Barack Obama needed Republicans to do in 2012. Just stay home. That's all the Republicans need the Democrats to do in 2016 is just stay home for Hillary, and they'll have a grand old time.
Only about 16, 17 months to go, Chris.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Happy Friday night.
Happy Friday to you.
All right, a double murder in Montana is reigniting the immigration debate tonight. Brand new questions surrounding this suspect and why he was never deported.